One time stop, I mean, everyone knows I have unfinished business at 154. We're up here at 160 right now, taking on the Rezarius. I'm not looking past them or anything like that, but we're definitely stopping here to go back to 154 because I have a lot of things I want to finish.
When we saw you return on Showtime from the loss and losing your world titles at 154, I saw maybe a different Jared Swift Hurd. New trainer, slick boxing style, but we know you as the dog who gets up in there and makes things dirty. What version are we going to see on Sunday?
Oh, listen, man, most definitely. We had a basic training camp with my new coach, K. Karoma. We took things out in Colorado Springs, where the altitude is, and I have a chip on my shoulder, man. I think a lot of people forgot who I was. I was a unified champion. I had, if not the best resume at 154, and come Sunday night, I promise you, I'm gonna remind everybody who I am. I don't know what the odds are or would they rank me at 154, but I am the best in the division. I was number one for a reason. I had one hiccup in my career, and I'm coming to show that Sunday night.
Of course, I want to transfer to Lewis to get his thoughts, but on the way out, Jared, I did want to ask you, there's been a lot of talk between you guys on social media to become a heated build-up to this fight. Is it going to be strictly business on Sunday?
It's always strictly business, man, but something up with him, he's obsessed with my weight. Everything is about weight. He thinks I'm struggling to make a weight. I fight lower than this, He needs to focus on what he needs to do Sunday night because I never miss weight. I'm never going to miss weight. That's the last thing to worry about.
Luis Cuba Arias, always a tough competitor. You always let your feelings be known. What were some of your issues with his decision to take this fight at 160?
That goes to show me the type of camp that he had. Like, he come in here talking about 154. The fight got brought to me at 154. Then it got changed like a couple weeks before the fight. But it is what it is. It was him who decided to get over 200 pounds. It's him who has to come down. And it's him who has to struggle to get down. You don't lose 200 pounds in a couple months easy. So, and he's the one that started with the pizza shit. I was eating good, healthy, clean, and he complaining about the weight and tagging me about some pizza. But it is what it is. We're professionals. We got to sell a fight. But it's not a fight that you really got to sell. I think the narrative is, they need an opponent for Jared Hurd, and I ain't been looking so good lately. But people tend to forget that I was 19-0, 18-0 before I first got my first blemish. When I was with Floyd Mayweather, I was 8-9-0, and that was when I was most comfortable. And that's the mentality that I'm taking into this fight. I've been around Floyd since December. I've been in Vegas, training in the altitude, just like you, since December. So I'm in tip-top shape, ready for this fight. He still has to figure out how he's gonna fight. I know the spotlight is on us, given what Badou Jack falling off because Pascal was an idiot. Now the boxing world's gonna be watching this fight. So I'm gonna be on my P's and Q's. I'm gonna be there. He won't have to look for me, and he'll pick and choose. Once he gets hit on Sunday, the style he wants to fight.
What does this fight mean to your career right now? Because you've been in there with the best in and around this weight class. Maybe you had some losses like you mentioned. Is this must win for you?
Yeah, this is definitely, like I said, every fight that I've had was strategic. These last couple of fights were all strategic, and guys with names were in good positions. At 160, the fight don't do nothing for me because he's not proven. But like you said, he keeps saying he wants to move down to 154 pounds. This is a great name on my resume. As you can tell, I haven't ducked not one fight. Every name that came up to me, I've taken. When his name got brought up, I said absolutely. The first thing I said was, what weight, So, like I said, I'm ready. I'm a true fighter. I'm an old school fighter. I'll fight you in this backyard, that backyard, any backyard. And Sunday, it'll show.
In our co-feature on Sunday night, we move to the light heavyweight division, and the former two-division champion, Badou Jack the Ripper, is back. Not against the originally scheduled opponent in the rematch with John Pascal, but Dervin Colina has slid in on late notice. We're going to chat with him in a second, but start with you, Badou. How do you deal with this type of opponent switch? I'm sure you were very excited to try to avenge that close split decision loss to Pascal. How did you react to getting the news that he's off the card?
First of all, I want to say Assalamu alaikum to all the Muslims in attendance. It's a late replacement. I'm just thankful that I'm still fighting. Pascal is a dirty fighter, 4 different steroids, EPO, I can't even pronounce the other ones. And you need to take it and you need to inject those steroids. So that's nothing that he took a little vitamin. It was by mistake. He know what he was doing. He's been doing that probably most of his career. You're not gonna, the first time you take something, you're not gonna take 4 different ones. So hopefully we can overturn the last fight that I still won with the steroids. So he knew what was going on. I beat his ass with steroids, and he had to take 3 more or whatever. So yeah.
It's a new opponent in Dervin Colina that we mentioned, but still the same platform, co-feature on a giant event, Mayweather Paul. You're 37 years old. Is this the beginning of or maybe in the midst of one more big run of the title for you?
I'm not 37. I'm 27. Yeah, like I said, Pascal. I'm not gonna stop talking about Pascal. Like, he should be in jail. Like, that's a crime. That's the same thing like Margarita with loaded gloves. Like, all those steroids. That's so bad. But yeah, now we got a new opponent, and it's gonna be the same outcome. I'm in great shape. I can't wait.
Now let's talk to that new opponent, Dervin Colina, unbeaten. Henry Revolta is here to translate for us. But Dervin, huge opportunity for you in your career. First time you're fighting on U.S. soil. How big is this to showcase what you do to the world on Sunday night?
Dervin, es la primera vez que llegas aquí a los Estados Unidos, vas a pelear en nuestra tierra. Qué grande es esto para ti y qué mensaje tú tienes para la comunidad de los Estados Unidos.
No, primero que nada agradecerle a Dios, agradecerle a Badou Jack por la oportunidad y bueno, yo vengo a dar lo mejor de mí. Yo estoy en plenas condiciones, en mis mejores condiciones. Yo nací para esto, llegó el momento y voy a demostrar y voy a dar victoria.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank God. I'd like to thank Team Badou Jack for giving me this opportunity. This is what I do. I was born for this, and come Sunday, you guys will see what I do.
Dervin, about what you do, we will see on Sunday night. You're also the last-minute replacement, so sometimes there can be less pressure in that regard. What do you hope to teach the public about exactly what you can do with this chance against a former 2-division champion and someone like Badou Jack?
Fuiste un reemplazo al último minuto. A veces eso significa que puede ser menos presión para la pelea. ¿Qué tú piensas que vas a poder decirle a la comunidad, al público, sobre esta pelea contra Badou Jack, un gran campeón?
Bueno, yo estaba entrenando para pelear. Yo iba a pelear el 11 de junio y se adelantó la fecha. Yo estoy en plenas condiciones. No hay excusas si fallo o no fallo. Yo vengo a ganar. Yo vine para acá para ganar y ando en plenas condiciones.
I was scheduled to fight June 11th on a Christy Martin card. The fight came a little bit earlier, June 6th, but I'm ready to fight. There's no excuses for this fight. I'm coming to win at all costs, and they'll see what I do on Sunday.
You heard a bit from the 6 fighters that will make up the pay-per-view main card underneath Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul on Sunday night. Let's open it up now to the media members for questions. Showtime Sports